Hello, my wonderful sweethearts. Welcome to an additional episode of the Milk and Tea Podcast, episode 11.5, hosted by me, Mirukutina. This is a podcast where I share anything that is on my mind and provide my thoughts and perspectives with my own life experiences on a topic I feel passionate to talk about. Today's topic is gaining exposure, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I will talk about my experience about one of my videos on TikTok that gained a lot of exposure and engagement. Stick to the end for a short tarot message for this episode. This episode may contain sensitive material, so if you are under the age of 18 and or not of mature age, please close down this video. So, my wonderful sweethearts, today I am recording from outside because I feel the need to kind of just sit down outside, be in nature for a bit and not within the four corners of my little bedroom. So I hope that the audio quality is still okay. You'll still be able to hear my voice very clearly. I know that my experience with my tarot card reading series isn't finished yet, but a big event has happened on my journey to creativity that I feel the call to write about and speak of my experience. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my tarot card series, and we will continue it in the next episode. As I've said in the intro and the title of the podcast, this is an additional episode of the Milk and Tea Podcast. I may or may not remove this episode in the future, depending on my situation and the time being, whatever I decide. Later on, I will make that decision and I will do what I feel is best for me. So as a small creator in the corner of the internet, of whatever platform you've seen me in, I've started this journey to creativity, aka making content on social media, with the intention of being true to myself and being true to my creations, because I am my own unique person. I want to shine my light in my own terms and in my own way. Though I am not perfect, I do my best to remain true to myself with whatever bumps and curves I run into on this journey. I have found fulfillment in my followers and subscribers, which I have called my sweethearts, due to the way your words of positivity and support absolutely touch my heart and soul. With my sweethearts beside me on my creative journey, I felt as if I was on the right track to attracting people who resonate with me and my content. Creating content sounds easy and looks easy, but it takes a strong mentality and a level of confidence. I've learned that this exposure creates this energy of vulnerability about me. Though I do my best not to reveal anything too personal about myself, I am still vulnerable in revealing my face and expressing my emotions. As we learned in a previous episode of my tarot card reading series, vulnerability isn't a weakness. It's one of the strongest energies. Society has taught us that being vulnerable is a weakness. We learn from vulnerability. In my words, being vulnerable has taught me that it gives us the ability to feel love and compassion and how to be in tune with our emotions. This allows a deeper and more meaningful connection with others. I chose to step into this journey of creativity knowing all of this, knowing that I will become more vulnerable to judgment and harsh criticism. I stepped into this journey knowing that the people around me would doubt me. So I don't seek any validation, advice, or things of that matter. I trust that I can make the best decisions for myself. I only seek to tell others about my experience in hopes that my lessons from my journey in life would help others make the decision best for them. For any small creator, it is a dream to have one video go from 0 to thousands or even millions of views after much hard work and love put into their creations. The positives of it are more exposure, more engagement, and this feeling of rush and success. If you've been with me on my journey to creativity for a while and explored the various things that I post, you know I make short videos imported from my TikTok page displaying my personality and having fun with fictional filters, longer videos for my gaming experience, and I write scripts for my podcast episodes to speak of my experiences and whatever is on my mind. My growth changes constantly. There are days when I grow, days when I'm stagnant, days when people don't resonate with my creations anymore, and that's okay, because my page, my presence, is a reflection of my journey. Much like in life, not every day is going to be a good day. This podcast episode is going to be released on August 15th, 2023. As I'm writing this podcast episode on August 14th, 2023, I'm currently speaking in this version of myself presently. 2 days ago, I was scrolling through my draft videos on my TikTok account. I make many videos and have several videos yet to be posted for the days when I don't feel motivation to create a video or when I become busy and something else occupies my time. On average, my videos would receive roughly 200 views on TikTok. If you don't know, that's terrible. And what I mean by that, I'm not calling you terrible. I'm saying that the performance of that video is terrible. I never have high expectations for these videos because most of them are just me having fun with randomized filters, showing my cats, showing cards that I've collected over the years. This is the video that I have mindlessly chosen to post. This filter is randomized and fictional, which may contain sensitive material. A final warning to those not of mature age or mindset. Okay, now that the kids are gone, here it is. This is too personal. This is way too personal. But I'll tell you if it's a lie. That is a god. That is a lie. As you saw, this video, which I thought was harmless fun of me messing around with another randomized filter, contains something personal about myself. And no, this isn't even close to the truth. As I've said, these filters are fictional. Nothing about it is real. But what was real was the fact that the next time I opened the TikTok app, that video had surpassed another popular video that I had posted the day before. This video is clean this time. Here is the video from the day before. It's a beautiful day to know why date me. Wife material? Okay. Have my attention? I'm too ugly to cheat on you. That video, as I'm checking at this moment, contains about 10,500 views on TikTok. The first video that I showed you at this moment is at 255,100 views on TikTok. That video, that first video that you saw, quickly surpassed everything that I've ever made on that platform collectively. Now, here comes the roller coaster of emotions I've been through as I went about my day watching these views rise to where they're at now. At first, I felt joyful. I felt as if I've done something right or I'm on the right track. I was constantly responding to comments from familiar faces and followers. I felt that my manifestations were coming to reality as I thanked the universe for the exposure and the number of people who resonated with my content. As I kept checking the comments, I saw some of the words from recent followers jokingly stating that I hesitated. So I replied to the following video here. Hey. I hesitated because I was about to cuss. I don't really cuss that much. Do these look like eyes of a liar, huh? After hitting that post button, I was confident that my true sweethearts recognized and knew my content well. However, with the influx of new people rushing to make their voices heard through my video, it became overwhelming. I spoke my truth. I stayed committed to the oaths I took when beginning this journey to creativity. When I do that, I shouldn't feel the need to defend myself, right? Right? As the day went on, I felt the energy in those comments become worse. There was a mixture of creeps and aggressive people voicing their harsh judgments and criticisms. I quickly learned in a day that having a video pop off like that is a double-edged sword. Late at night, as I scrolled through my page watching the numbers go up, I began to reflect on what it means to continue this journey to creativity. And no, I'm not thinking of quitting. Let's stop those thoughts there. Interacting with these people without good intentions or pressing me to reveal extremely personal details about myself was getting ready to consume me. I felt this feeling as I interacted in return by rejecting them or telling them that I'm not lying. I just don't like to cuss in my videos. Or I'd respond with flat-out sarcasm. But as I interacted with this negative energy, I felt the negative energy consume me even more. I closed out the app and sat there in my head, thinking, trying to figure out the best course of action, trying to figure out my options. Because this feeling, these words that I'm typing, this interaction is not what I want to attract in my creative journey. Now that I'm writing all of this out, it feels like a test from the universe, a test in which I've created myself. This is my journey. How would I react to situations like this regarding in my own creations? Here are my options. 1, delete the video. Shut it down. In deleting this video, I close down all the negative energy coming from that video. However, future opportunities to attract good people potentially coming my way are also shut down. 2, shut down the comment section. The same as option 1, but the video is still up. However, I was seeing more negative energy in that atmosphere rather than positive. 3, keep the video up in all of its glory. The negative people are exposed and they've shown their true colors in that comment section. Maybe they deserve to be seen for who they truly are. As I contemplated all of these options and weighed in the pros and cons, a thought came into my mind. Not all of these short videos last forever. The time for it to grow will eventually become old news and wane like the moon going into the new moon phase. It's currently a waning crescent moon right now, in case you're wondering. Yes, everything on the internet is posted forever, truly. And this is a part of my journey to creativity. I can't just ignore it because of all the bad and the ugly sides revealing itself. This part of the journey is truly a test to my character and my resilience. Most importantly, my commitment to this journey. I made the decision to choose option 2, shut down the comment section. Stop the voices of the negative people, but accept that this video is a part of my creative journey and leave the potential for the good people that truly resonate with me to connect with me. Are there potentially going to be negative people who jump from one video to another to try to have their voices heard? Potentially. But I haven't seen that happen much yet. Knock on wood. But I know that there are good people out there too, and I don't want to shut the door on them. 2 days after the popular video had been released, the growth had slowed. This is a good sign. The negative energy is showing signs of waning within me. I did get one comment notification referencing the popular video on a completely different video. Now, this person's intentions weren't harmful, but it triggered this fear within me that the negative energy from my popular video is going to leak into the others. So I released this video reply. Okay, guys, I'm really tired from this video, and I've shut down those comments for a reason. And These filters on TikTok, they're not real, right? They're fictionalized. They're not the truth. In fact, it was a lot further from the truth. And I really don't owe it to the internet or to anybody to reveal anything that's deeply personal to me. And so I did this filter, and it was randomized, landed on something. You got my raw reaction to what I got. And a lot of people judged and commented on like how I hesitated, how I had to think about it, and I was seeing more negative people than positive coming from that video. And that's the reason why I shut those comments down. And I've spoken my truth already several times. I said that it's even in the video at that moment that I was really struggling to filter myself. And I told you guys already that I hesitated because I don't like to cuss on camera. Like, this is not me. I don't like to do that. And, I've said this, and I've been called a liar. So, yes, the TikTok filters are telling the actual truth over the actual person. It's really disappointing and shocking. So, I'm tired from that video, guys. I'm sorry. To my surprise, I've received overwhelmingly positive support, and many people have expressed empathy and compassion for me. I felt as if my sweethearts were coming through for me. I felt like I was supported on my creative journey. So thank you, my wonderful sweethearts. Thank you for coming through for me. In response to a positive comment, when someone told me that negative people just want a reaction from me, I released this final video, putting my experience with this negative energy to rest. Yes, I couldn't agree more. Like, look at me, I look like I'm sitting in a therapist chair, but as I think about it more, it's kind of like a reality TV show. Everyone wants some sort of reaction from me, and I really do embrace all the lessons that I'm learning through my creative journey, through this process. And it feels kind of like a test in a way, like it's testing how I'd react to a situation, and how I would move forward. And above everything, I do not want to shut down the good people that are coming my way, my sweethearts. You guys are my wonderful sweethearts. You make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. That's why I call you guys my sweethearts. So, my wonderful sweethearts, a lesson to be learned from my experience is that when a video starts to pop off, when you start gaining so many views, like much more than usual, much more engagement, it can feel like a dream come true, but it could also make you feel like a fish out of water. It feels like a double-edged sword. The negatives are the exposure to harsh criticism and judgment. The number of new people can be a flip of a coin to people who truly value your creations and want to see what you truly are about, versus the people who judge you for one 15-second video of something completely fictional. There are people out there that think that these filters are real, and it's shocking to see that firsthand. It absolutely is. But don't give up on your journey. It could be a test to your resilience and your commitment to whatever journey you're on. I may have kept that haunting video up on TikTok for now, but I've taken it down on my other platforms, except for this podcast episode here. However, that can change. So if you value the lessons I've learned from this experience, save this video if you can. In the future, I may choose that this experience doesn't serve me for my highest good anymore. eventually, when that video becomes old news on TikTok and it's not serving me anymore, it will be time to release that video too. For it has served its purpose of gaining me my exposure. For now, I'm grateful for my experiences and the good people that have found me. I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to slowly build and attract good people that resonate with me and my creations. Honestly, I prefer to slowly build something, to slowly gain the right supporters who have found me and continue to express their love. I feel that if I attract so many people at once, I wouldn't build a stable foundation for my community. There would also be a mix of different people with different values instead of values that truly reflect me and my creations, values that don't align with my own. I'm grateful for my wonderful sweethearts. And I'm grateful that the values of my sweethearts and the values of mine perfectly align. So now, my wonderful sweethearts, it's time for a tarot card for this episode. Feel free to look up the meanings of the cards and provide your own interpretation if you wish. Today I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Stero. Now, sweetheart Felix, I've heard you, and I'm listening to you. If this episode is in video format, a picture of the cards will be provided. If it's in audio, sorry. If you want to see the picture of the cards, feel free to use Google Sensei. Today's card is the Queen of Cups. Look at her as she sits on her throne, the Queen of Emotions. Look at her as she holds her cup with tender love and care. It's important to take care of your emotions. Acknowledge the feelings you feel within you. You can do this in many ways. Sit outside in nature, go on a hike, write about your thoughts and feelings, or create something. The point is to disconnect from distractions for a little while. Disconnect from your routine for a bit. De-stress, relax, maybe cry. Don't worry, I won't judge. Sometimes I have to step away whenever I feel overwhelmed by my emotions and release them privately. The bottom of the deck is the Major Arcana card, Judgment. The Judgment card is typically about renewal, making life-changing decisions, redemption, reincarnation, and transition. But as I look at this card, I feel drawn to how the souls are being released. In the Fool's Journey, the Judgment card is the death of the Fool. So, how I view these two cards together is about releasing our emotions that don't serve us anymore. This is an important step to moving forward during difficult times. The old energy, the negative emotions, need to be released at this time. Now, my wonderful sweethearts, I feel the need to follow the tarot's advice and release my roller coaster of emotions that have happened during my creative journey these days. I feel the need to step outside of my routine and change things up regarding my usual schedule of creating things. After this week is over, I will be going on a short hiatus because I have some real life things to take care of, and I will be going on a trip out of state, so I will be gone for a little bit. But don't worry, I'll return. It's time for me to disconnect from my usual routine, process the events of my creative journey, and renew my energy and passion, and my love, for what I do. Much like the cards we see here now. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the Milk and Tea Podcast. I'm Muda Kutina, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching this video, my wonderful sweethearts. If you enjoy my content, please leave a like, subscribe, and if you'd like to interact with me, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section very nicely, please. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.